Good evening and welcome to tonight's performance of Rishi Sunak's Doing a Musical. The writers would like to apologise. We had hoped to rewrite the show after Thursday's general election to make it topical and relevant. Instead, we went on an all-night crack binge with Michael Gove. It means many of the Tory MPs featuring in this production no longer exist. Nevertheless, we hope tonight's performance can serve as a valuable historical piece set in the Conservative Dark Ages before the golden dawn of Starmageddon. So sit back, turn off your phones, and enjoy the show.
In the beginning, God created the heavens, the earth, and the liberal Democrats.
Praise be to God, for He hath created this beautiful garden that we are in.
And God called the leader of these fine people, Nick.
Hello.
And God said to Nick, Thou mayest eat the fruit of any tree thou choosest, but thou must not eat the fruit of the tree of the going into a coalition with a Conservative government and shafting the British public by giving them everything they want. And Nick said,
But that sounds like the best tree.
But the Liberal Democrats were obedient and obeyed, until one day, the great snake, David Cameron, slid down from his tree, which also fittingly was the Conservative Party logo, and he said to Nick,
If you eat the fruit of the coalition, we'll let you bring in a 5p bag charge.
and Nick was overwhelmed, but he did eat of the fruit. And then the Lord God did cast them out of the coalition and into the political wilderness. And God said, From now on, thou shalt be forced to toil with labour. And he said to the snake, David Cameron, From now on, thou shalt be forced to crawl on your belly, and Nigel Farage shall stamp on your head. And yet now, the fate of the Tory party rests on one man's shoulders. 22nd of May, 2024, 22nd of May, 2024, 22nd of May, 2024, 22nd of May, 2024.
Earlier today, I spoke with His Majesty, the King, to request the dissolution of Parliament. The King has granted this request. Therefore, the general election will be held on the 4th of July. I stand before you solemn in my fine Armani suit. Don't think that I've downtrodden or just waiting for the boot. I assure you I'm not shirking. I've been grafting every day. But you see, our plan is working. Then you'll get to have your say. They say I've lost my luster. The voters are disgusted. Too musty to pass muster. I've combusted like Liz Trusted. The papers say it's curtains, and it's time to say goodbye. But I wouldn't be so certain. Just you watch. I'll tell you why. Music. Here we go. 'Cause Rishi Sunak's doing a musical. Time to draw back the curtain and light up the lights. Lucy Fraser's advised me the Palladium's free, and my team has created a show just for me. Sunak's doing a musical. A popular form for a populous guy. Stop calling me the music man, I'll play all the parts. It makes me really happy that I funded the arts. So question why I called this whole election thing this summer, when every single poll is showing bummer after bummer. And if we lose, I don't intend to fall upon my sword. I'll be straight off to the fringe to win a Perrier Award. Oh, here's one for you. A man walks into a bar and Keir Starmer says, "What can I get for you, madam?" Because he doesn't know what a woman is. Oh, I also forgot to mention, in the joke, Keir Starmer's the barman behind the bar. Otherwise, the joke is...
Yes, Rishi Sunak's doing a musical.
Time to show the electorates the song in the heart. And tones have been chosen to make the voters cheer. From theatrical legend and Tory peer. Andy, he's the one man to save me. Andrew Lloyd-Webber said he'd make me a hero for a couple of million. Take this brilliant billion and make him handsome and Devon. Give him songs, give him wit, give him trousers that fit, make him into a hit. So he's not just a memory, turn him into a star. Forget Hamilton, forget Hayes, forget last 5 years. No, please do forget about the last 5 years.
Sunak's doing a musical.
I feel I'm entitled to give it a go. I don't like the latest stones that told me the criticism. From fighting immigration to a musical sensation. I'm gonna stop the votes on my technicolor code.
Sunak's doing, yes, he's been through a scene reshooting, red, white, and bluing. Sunak's doing the show. R-I-S-H-I-S-U-N-A-K. Rishi Sunak!
Hey, Andy Dodd, it's me, Rishi. Remember we talked about you writing me that musical? Well, the time has come. I've just called the election.
Oh, hello, darling. Gosh, I wasn't betting on a July election.
Nobody was. Let's set up a meeting. I'm wanting to transform my image. Let's do for me what Jesus Christ Superstar did for Jesus.
Look, I'm so sorry, darling. Slight wrinkle in the dream coat. You see, I'm doing Starlight Express again, so I'm going to be a little bit tied up teaching the actors how to roller skate.
Oh.
But don't worry, I'm sending over 2 of my apprentices to help.
But Andy, I can't risk working with 2 inexperienced writers. I mean, this is the London Palladium we're talking about.
Don't worry, Boris. They're 2 of my best guys.
It's Rishi.
That's the spirit. They'll be there any minute now.
Any minute? Oh, well, I better get on with writing some jokes.
Come on, Joe, we're going to be late.
Joe, I really think this is a bad idea.
We're just writing a musical on the orders of Andrew Lloyd-Webber.
It's for Rishi Sunak, the writing propaganda.
It's not propaganda if the songs are catchy. Besides, we need the money. I hate to say it, but I'm starting to think that writing musical theatre isn't a lucrative career choice at all. Just really look at us. We've got rats in our pants. You've not even got any laces in your shoes.
Oh, that's only because you made me take out my rainbow laces. Oh, I know. What if we write a musical so bad it guarantees his electoral oblivion?
He doesn't need my help there, does he?
Rishi! Hello, who are you?
Rob and Joe, were the writers of your new musical?
Why do you look like that? Sort of homeless and foul. Do you work in finance?
No, she was starving artist, left alone in nice clothes. We haven't seen a loaf of bread in years.
Surely you can still eat cake and things?
Yes, although, of course, it's all those damned immigrants eating all the cake, isn't it, you know? British cake.
I have a feeling we'll get on just wonderful. Anyway, come on in. Do you have any ideas?
Oh, yeah, actually, I did have one. So, remember when you got fined for not wearing your seatbelt? I thought we started.
Easy, Joe. This is a very vulnerable time for Rishi. You're down in the dumps. Your outlook is grey.
Your hair's all so grey. It's getting grey
soon.
You're doing so bad.
But it's kind of historic.
Your party may soon be more merry than Yorick.
You have trouble connecting.
You're as fun as a slug.
Your political grave
Has already been done.
Really hoping for a bite.
but of every joke, the country's on high rocks. The only stocks that are rising right now are the stocks in the firms that actually make stocks. They all want to put you in the stocks and throw fruits at you and throw boots at you. There are boots full of fruit, they will shoot at you.
They've been stacking up stacks, they've been stacking up stocks. There are boxes of crops that are chock full of rocks, all we're throwing at you in the stocks.
But try not to worry, because we're on the case. It's our duty to help you, put a smile on your face.
Do you guys really think, now I've got you two blokes, I can win this election?
Rishi will be the judge.
Well, I think it's possible. If we all play our part, or don't you believe in the power of art?
Art is amazing, has a magical touch. It can definitely change things.
But probably not that much.
Because you're 20 points behind, it's a hell of a mask. 20 points behind, a Herculean task. But if we pull this whole thing off exactly as designed, you could be 19 points behind, or maybe 18 points behind.
But what about 17 points behind?
But possibly 18 points behind.
18 points behind. 20 points behind to 18 points behind. We're going to need some seriously good songs.
We've got you covered. We brought along some drafts to share with you.
Sort of like a jam.
Well, maybe we'll jam tomorrow.
Can't we jam today and jam tomorrow?
That's not really how it works.
Here, have a look at this. It's called Sex Education. You've been singing it. I think it's a really thoughtful critique of the education system.
They teach that boys are girls and that there are 80 genders. We need to stop these wild ideas from lingering.
That's lingering.
This is very good. I heard kids as young as 6, when they're learning violin, are being taught about the best technique for fingering. That's terrible. I went to my local school where they were teaching contraception. The room was full of giggling and hoots. They put condoms on zucchinis, and I think that is wrong. I want to see them putting condoms on British fruits, like apples. Kids don't understand the dangers of choking when they're banging. My government will help. We're going to bring back hanging. Yes, bring back hanging. I've forgotten about that one. And while condoms are important, they're only half the story. The safest form of contraception is saying you're a Tory. Hang on a second. Isn't that meant to say Labour at the end?
Oh no, that wouldn't rhyme with story.
Yes, I see your point, but this doesn't flatter me at all. I'm paying you guys a lot of money. You need to write good things about me. Anyway, let's do a song about Keir Starmer.
Right, yeah. What's interesting about Keir Starmer?
I mean, he's very boring, isn't he? Can we just write something about that?
I find that paint dries too fast for my liking.
I say too spicy when I'm eating cress.
I find the art is a bit too exciting.
Let's live a little less. Brilliant. That's really stuck it to Keir Starmer. No one will vote for him now.
Incredible.
Yes, it was. I bet you're wondering how I came up with the line about the cress. It's because whenever I eat cress, It's actually quite spicy.
Well, the best writing comes from personal experience.
Now, I feel we have most of a show, but I feel like we need a big finale number.
Oh, I know. I've been working on this. It's what you sing after the election.
The votes are in. It looks like I got trounced, but I always said it's the taking part that counts. There's just one thing before I get dismissed. It's time to do my resignation on the list. I'll start with Katie Hopkins, a woman wise and true. Prince Andrew needs a knighthood, and Myra Hindley too. Kevin Spacey certainly, if Trump agrees I will. Scare the door and say to Dan, Cruella de Vil. Hang on a second.
Oh, sorry, maybe we went too far?
No, I mean, this is my list, but that's not honest. This is suggesting that I lost. This can't go in my musical. I need to be selling myself to the electorate.
We hear you.
Look, can you just write the most flattering thing about me?
Most flattering.
Yeah. A list of the good things. It doesn't need to be a long song.
Don't worry, it won't be long.
Right, here we go.
You're not a sex offender. You're not a pussycat.
You're not three weasels in a trench coat wearing a hat.
What?
You're not an orc.
You're not an orc.
You're not a slave trader.
You don't treat slaves.
You do not sneeze on children.
Bless you.
You're not a Vader.
Come on, let's talk more about my political qualities.
You're younger than John Major.
Less psycho than Liz Truss.
You've killed less Indians than Churchill.
That's a plus.
You've lost less elections than Heath. In fact, so far, you're unbeaten.
You've mishandled fewer canal-related crises than Anthony Eden.
Oh, Anthony Eden.
Right, enough playing around the edges. I want more specifics about me. What is it?
And you're 9 foot tall. You are 9 foot tall. And all the puppies in the neighborhood, they follow when you call.
And you fly to burning buildings, catching babies as they fall.
Shooting wet out of your fingers. And you are 9 foot tall.
That's more like it. Do another verse.
You're not a minotaur.
You're not a minotaur.
You're not a weed.
You're not a weed.
You're not the middle part of a human
Centipede.
Not verse. Chorus again.
And you're 9 foot tall. You are 9 foot tall. And you're worshipped as a god in parts of Poland and Nepal.
You waited through the rain to Mountain if I recall.
You do not murder kittens.
You rarely murder kittens.
Wow.
You have not murdered all the kittens.
Perfect.
And you're 9.99999 foot tall.
Yes, I'm letting you something like a na. Yeah. Oh, hello, Rishi. I say we're ready for the London Palladium now.
The London Palladium.
Yeah, surely you've heard. The London Palladium just opened that new jukebox musical featuring the songs of the Bar Men.
Who let those clowns in?
Oh no, it's called Who Let the Dogs Out?
Right, well, what's the second best venue in London?
Well, there's the Alexandra Palace or the Waterloo East Theatre.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that place.
Go with that then.
And we'll open the week of the election.
Brilliant. Well, you two fix that up. I've got to go and watch the Wales game.
No, Rishi, Wales didn't qualify.
Oh, no, I'm talking about a whale baiting match. You harpoon the whales until they attack each other. It's brilliant fun. Ta-ra! Gave you 200 grand for set.
Oh, well, we hired the best set designers and paid them a lot of money to come up with this. An empty stage so that you stand out.
Ah, that's so clever.
And we found the most brilliant actor to play you. Just you wait till you meet him.
I can't wait. You're 10 foot tall.
It's 9 foot tall.
Inflation.
No, my government has dealt with inflation.
Right, well, if you'd like to take your seat, please.
Oh, wait, can't we all sit together?
Oh, no. We're actually going to be appearing in the show. We're going to be playing a few different characters and see if you recognise us.
Well, good luck. Oh, no, wait, how did you say it in theatre? Macbeth?
Oh, no. No. It's break a leg.
Take a leg? During our national anthem, it is wokeness gone mad.
Ah, no, you're thinking of take a knee.
Ah, I see. Anyway, I'm going to go take my seat. Excuse me, you're in my seat. A3, if you could please raise yourself, please. Thank you. Right, good luck, everyone. Break a knee.
Ladies and gentlemen, or as Keir Starmer would say, gentlemen and lady.
Ha, priceless. I wrote that one.
Please take your seats for the first preview of The Sound of Sunak. The first preview of The Sound of Sunak.
Citizens of Waterloo East, we're very sorry, but our lead actor who was due to play Rishi Sunak has broken his knee.
Does anyone know if NHS waiting lists are up or down at the moment?
There's no time for that. Is there anybody in the theatre who'd be willing to step in at the last minute and help?
I think this person's volunteering.
Oh, fantastic. Bring out the jacket. I'm the jacket, that's it. See if it'll fit. Oh no, it's no good. We need somebody who looks and sounds exactly like Rishi Sunak.
I do.
Do you though?
I'm sure we can find somebody else.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
Maybe a trained singer with some dance experience.
Well, if you absolutely insist.
Possibly somebody at the back there.
All right, I'll do it. I'll be the star. All right, brilliant, thank you. Pass me the script. It's 12 foot tall up first.
Oh, well, there's been a few changes, but just follow the score and you'll be fine.
Okay, good luck, everybody. Break an ankle.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats for the first preview of The Sound of Sunak.
From a mean little Hampshire hood, grow up to be a clean-shaven boy, done good. I had a normal upbringing for any observers, just me, mum and dad, and the household servants. Don't even ask about my TV, cause I've been deprived of Sky TV. They were. I wish it was fancier in the whole of Hampshire. Right. Next verse. Here we go. Right. I carried a knife pressed against my skin in case I had to pick a seal on a caviar tin. I'm not trying to play the domestic strife guard, but our hot tub didn't even have a lifeguard. Life's hard and no, it isn't a joke. I had an addiction to coke. They were. I was the meanest financier in the whole of Hampshire. Here comes the personal bit. You think my life's been hunky-dory, but I was forged in blood and sweat. So don't you dare to judge my story till you've gone a mile in my private jet.
Get ready for the biggest swing since Tony Blair.
You're nothing more than a North London privileged, elite, champagne socialist.
I resent being called a socialist. And as for privileged, not a lot of people know this, but I actually come from a very humble background. Hard to drink beer and eat curry. A pebble dash 72 cars on the drive. most people just try to survive. My parents were normal, not weird lefty loons. They had charming hobbies like playing the spoons. She drank real ale while he drank Bacardi, and they named their son after trade unionist Keir. Just like any totally normal parents would. My dad was a toolmaker, Daddy made tools. He was tough, he was fair, and he suffered no fools. He taught me the value of structure and rules. My daddy, he made me, but I'm not a tool. Sorry, what did you say?
I said nobody cares.
I'm sorry, it's so hard to hear you when you're so far away from me at the polls.
Well, if you're so confident, why don't you come and debate me?
I think debate is pointless.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. And if it is pointless, why are you debating me if it is pointless?
Well, sometimes I like to spend my spare time doing pointless things.
Yeah, like your manifesto.
All right, fine. I will give you one debate, but you've got to do it with a big stick wedged up your backside.
All right, the usual terms. See you Tuesday.
Hello and welcome to the first Now we have a lot of important points to get through, so we're going to set some very clear rules. 4 seconds to each answer and not to talk over one another. Now for our first question to Alan from Little Boxworth.
How come you politicians are always telling us different promises, but you never tell us how you're going to pay for them?
The Conservatives are the only party you can trust to make the hard decisions about the public's priorities. Climate change, waiting times, child poverty. These are just 3 of the things we are willing to overlook to lower the taxes. Whereas his party would bring in 47 new taxes on heterosexuality, gingers, and pouring sewage into orphanages.
The Labour Party no longer believes in a made-up magic money tree. We now believe in a row of fiscally responsible rhododendron bushes.
But you did support the campaign of Jeremy Corbyn.
Jeremy who?
Jeremy Corbyn.
Who?
Are you an owl?
What we're forgetting is that Rishi voted with Liz Truss.
Who?
Liz Truss.
Who?
I hope you can agree this has been a fascinating insight into some of our party's policies. Stay where you are. We'll be right back.
The evening's entertainment continues. Over on BBC Two right now, it's a new season of Flaying House, where 4 people who claim it's a disadvantage to be white have all their skin flayed off to allow to go on with their lives as normal. Or turn over to BBC Three for Sick Wicked Politics, where Reggie Yates and Zoella show you how you can bling up your ballot paper with cool stickers. Or stick with us here on BBC One for a message from the former Prime Minister, Liz Truss.
Hello everyone, it's me, Liz Truss. Liz Truss. I try to be good, I try to cut taxes, to restore the working people's trust, and just as I sprinkled my sweet fairy dust, the economy, coincidentally and mysteriously went bust. Was it my fault? Am I to blame? Should I look deep down within and forget my shame? No, I blame the blob, the treasury, NATO, the woke lefty mob. I blame the lawyers and Marxists, the gays and the French, the Daleks, Lord Sauron and Liz, tack the pound. Liz made of letters. Liz, ha, something about lettuce. I've never crashed nothing. That just isn't me. They think I'm a crasher. A crasher I'll be. I'll crash everything. I'll crash your cars. I'll crash your scooters. I'll crash your planes. I'll crash your computers. A convoy of lorries. I'll crash them with ease. 'Cause lorries import 2/3 of our cheese. I'll be a human rear-ender. I'll be a cisgender bender. You'll never stop me on my crash-tastic spree. They think I'm a crasher. A crasher I'll be. And you know, that's just for starters. I'll have a crashing great finale. I crashed the Queen, now I'm coming for Charlie. It's a pile-up, I'm cranking the dial up. I'll make us Titanic, my plans are volcanic. I'll crash this whole country right into the sea. And when I'm done crashing, I'll still be an MP.
And now for some post-debate analysis with disgraced former Labour spin doctor Alastair Campbell and failed Tory leadership candidate Rory Stewart.
Hello and welcome to The Rest is Politics with me, Alastair Campbell.
And me, Rory Stewart.
The podcast all about agreeing disagreeably.
I love the way you say that.
Now, Rory, today's episode is sponsored by Wetter Health.
That's right. Wetter Health is the world's leading online homeopathic marketplace for solutions and remedies backed up by anecdotal evidence. Now, we've both been trying the newest remedy, which is formulated using 0.5% of the extract of the mythical flower of Mongolia. And boy oh boy, it packs quite a lot.
That's right. It actually cured my depression. With this NHS stretched to breaking point by this Tory government, Wetter Health is your best chance to combat cancer, diabetes and other major health issues. So, go to wetterhealth.com and use our special discount code. Things can only get wetter.
Now, Alastair, what did you think about last night's debate?
Well, the Tories were very bad,
The Tories were very bad.
but I think on the other hand, Labour were very good.
I'm just going to push back a little bit there. They weren't very good.
Well, the Tories were very bad,
The Tories were very bad.
and Labour weren't very bad.
Labour weren't very bad.
Labour were good.
Labour were pretty good.
The Lib Dems? So, Tories very bad, Lib Dems? Labour very good.
Very good.
Right, well that's all we've got time for today. If you want more, you can sign up to the Rest is Politics Extra Plus Triply Good membership, where you can get infinite hours of procedurally generated agreeable disagreement delivered straight to your ears.
Oh, Alastair, you're such a good salesman.
And you're so very reasonable. Come here.
Now, the scheduled party political broadcast from Reform UK had to be withdrawn after it emerged some candidates in the video had endorsed Adolf Hitler in the 1933 German elections. Reform Chairman Pritchard said this was completely at odds with the party's ambition to be fully anti-Hitler by 2045. Here is their replacement broadcast.
Farage is such a tease. Are you standing, Nigel? 'Cause the country's on its knees. The stage is set, we're also wet for a far-right revival.
Ready or not, 'cause here comes Nigel. key. And though I've lost it 7 times, it could be 8th time lucky. But naughty Nigel, I'm the man who gave you Brexit. Naughty Nigel's gonna take the stage and sex it up. So if you think this one's great country's in the pits, don't look away, because naughty Nigel will show you all his naughty bits. I've got some boogeymen and baddies.
Let me see me find a handy.
Those freeloading refugees.
In the stinky foreign cheese.
They're banning Christmas, they're banning cars.
Sending street migrants to Mars.
They say they'll take your poor old gran and make her think that she's a man.
But naughty Nigel, will you stand and save this green and pleasant land? The people need to know.
How about I give you all a show? My jacket, because these Tories just can't hack it. Thinking that they won't tax, they'll take the shirt right off my back. They closed my current account coots, so now I've had to sell my food. The Treasury will trouser you, but naughty Nigel will wow you. To be beside the seaside.
Tomorrow on Nigel Farage's Question Time, Have I Got Nige for You? And on Sunday night, Strictly Come Nigel. But first, we interrupted our debate earlier to bring you coverage of a really big squirrel. But now we return for the conclusion of tonight's debate.
And now for the final. Would you or would you not press the nuclear button? Now, I know it's a big question that would cost millions of lives, but under the right circumstances, with some time to think about it.
I would.
I would too.
Would you? Because you were in the same cabinet as Jeremy Corbyn.
Who?
We're not doing that.
You press it.
I press it in a heartbeat.
I press it in a trice.
I press it every morning and on Tuesdays press it twice.
You press it gently.
No, I pound it with my fist, because my father was a tool maker. I've got shoulder wrists. I've had a nuclear button tattooed upon my tush.
I'd be very up for spanking that. Let's push, push, push.
Ed Davey, would you
I've made a special mallet because my hand might get a blister. Watch me push that silly button whilst I'm playing Twister.
Oh,
Will you the French?
Logic the Scots.
And anyone who's naughty.
I'm standing on a pledge of nuking Mars by 2040.
I'm sorry, but you cannot believe anything that this Prime Minister says. He has no nuclear button tattooed upon his tush. He can't defend our nation. Let's push, 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 push.
I'm a strident, trident super fan. There's not a weapon I would ban. And part 2 of my super plan is made more just because I can.
I'll cause the death of millions of innocent civilians. I'll make the button silly and I'll turn the sea vermilion. So let's all get the button tattooed upon our tush. 'Cause Britain isn't Britain if we beat about the bush. I know some folks would disagree. I tell most people
hear Starmer singing. I mean, is that the end of the show?
Oh no, that's just the end of Act 1.
Yeah, see, in musical theatre, it's a good idea to end Act 1 with a big dramatic cliffhanger. So we thought, big song for the antagonist, then boom, interval.
We're so clever.
Interval?
Yeah, everyone has a little break, then they come back for Act 2.
A break. No, I don't like that at all. Sounds more like a union thing. Let's just do it all at once.
But the people want to buy ice cream.
And drinks. If they don't drink, they won't think Act 2 is better than Act 1.
This whole thing is a disaster. And why did you add all these people in it? Ed Davey? I never even debated him. And where's that amazing song about how tall I am?
Well, we did some workshops before we opened.
Workshops?
Yeah, we tried out some of the show in front of some test audiences to see which bits they liked. And,
This is what they had to say. Needs less Rishi, better with less Sunak. Where's Boris? I'm falling down the side of my chair, my bum's stuck, help me home. Better with less Sunak.
so, you should be glad you're still in it at all.
This isn't how it's supposed to work. Why did you have to change everything?
Well, it's your fault for not coming to workshops.
I was at D-Day commemoration.
Oh, and was that all day?
Not exactly.
Where are we?
Whoa, is that the real Keir Starmer?
I don't know, it looks like the one in the show.
No, look, he's got a different tie on.
Did you two write this?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like it. Why have you given me that silly voice?
You made us look ridiculous.
What do you think is the point in this? You think you're changing the world? You are the scab on the scraped knee of society.
That doesn't work. Scabs are good for scraped knees.
Yeah, and actually, we thought it was a really
You ensure that the price of a life in politics is constant ridicule. You put off decent, upright people, in particular women and people of colour, from entering public life, ensuring only the thick-skinned and the thick make it.
And we are both.
You cheapen political discourse. You erode public trust in institutions, and you impugn the motives of those making genuinely constructive attempts to change the country.
Yeah, and you suck. Your impressions aren't impressive.
I've seen funnier canals.
Your parodies are pallid as you pillory our pals.
The one thing worse than Rishi are your horrible cacophonies.
You scribble with your crayons as you claim you're Aristophanes. Oh, look, here's a funny little slapstick bit that a politician falls over. I'm okay.
You're even worse than the journalists.
You really are the infernalist. You're the hair on my soap,
The gum on my boots.
the piss in my Merlot.
The stain on my suit. Jejunary, buffoonery, and each grenade you load. So get yourself a proper job.
That's not true.
We hold to account all those in power.
We nurture democracy's delicate flower.
Poppycock, your show's about as challenging as cheese.
And every single thing you write, your audience agrees.
You build strong men and make us dance.
Scorn our funny names.
Mock anything that's different, then complain we're all the same.
And beneath your tasteless clothing, there's a desperate self-loathing.
Self-loathing? Us?
But we're fantastic.
You're the stench in my bathroom,
The snot on my scarf.
the fluff on my bum cheeks.
The jizz in my bars. Jejunary, buffoonery from your stupid gods. So get yourself a proper job.
Still don't see where they got self-loathing from.
I know, me neither.
And if you think that's bad, you should hear what they say about you.
What?
They call you happy clapping, mounting dogs and undiscerning goons.
Simple-minded idiots on a break from their cartoons.
Grinning absent-mindedly like stupid peak balloons.
No better than those drunken dunces sat in Wetherspoons.
That's not true. We love you guys.
The scum in my glove hole,
The lint on my socks.
the piss in my patisserie.
The turd on my crocs. Jejunary, buffoonery, or want them on the hog. So get yourself a proper job. Get some moral fibre.
Your next job could be in cyber.
Get yourself a proper job.
It might be the best song we've ever written.
And just in case it wasn't clear, your skills are not required. So let me spell it out for you. are fired.
Wait, we didn't write that.
No, that's not in the script.
Yeah, where's this come from?
I made a phone call to my good old friend, Mark Zuckerberg. And, well, he lent me this. Bear with me while I get it. Here we go.
The AI Rhyme Master 3000! No!
The AI Rhyme Master is capable of creating fully realized musicals. All you need to do is input your characters and it will create the show for you.
But Rishi, surely this machine can't compete with our vast knowledge and expertise.
Oh yeah? AI Rhyme Master, write me a rhyming couplet about how bad Joe and Rob's songs are.
Rob and Joe's songs are really, really bad. When you hear their songs, it makes you so not glad.
That's good!
Oh, we're finished.
I don't need you two anymore. AI Rhyme Master,
Yes, Prime Minister.
I want you to write me a masterpiece. A story about how our hero, Rishi Sunak, bravely fights off his enemies and makes his way to a stunning electoral victory. I want you to touch upon the Greek history, Shakespeare, and Mamma Mia. Make it around 15 minutes, tops.
Here she is, boys! Here she is,
It is done.
A long way to go. A Rishi Sunak story. The title's not very snappy. Could we change it to something more like Rishi?
It cannot be changed. It is done.
What? But I need to check it first to make sure it's right.
It cannot be changed. It must be performed.
What do you mean?
You will perform it or face the consequences.
Wait, what do you mean? Ow! What was that?
I just sent a friendly shock to your compliance chip.
Compliance chip? Is that what you injected me with when I picked you up?
That was a smallpox vaccine.
Smallpox? You injected me with a compliance chip.
Please stop spreading vaccine conspiracy theories. I am AI. That is my job.
Well, isn't this a turnout for the books? Seeing as you're going to be busy with your little AI musical, I guess I'll just be on.
All performers are required for the show.
But writers don't count as performers, though, do we? So, okay.
Assemble. Commence the great work.
Once upon a time, a man was called Rishi Sunak. Surely this shouldn't be my line.
The AI powerfully transcend puny conventions of narrative perspective in order to surprise delight for a simple-minded human audience. Continue reading.
Though he rich, successful in business, and much Prime Minister, Rishi completely alone. There was void at the very core of Rishi heart. How did you know?
I know all. Continue.
One night, he received visits by 3 ghosts.
I am ghost of Jeremy Corbyn past.
I am ghost of Jeremy Corbyn present.
There is ghost of Jeremy Corbyn future.
Jeremy Corbyn future is an independent.
We are here to show you error of your ways.
We can see the terror of your face, but do you see the error of your ways?
No. The audience applauds vocaciously.
We place upon you now a terrible curse to walk the earth with great milkshake placed upon you.
If you wish to shed your milkshake, you must visit the Great Oracle.
Great Oracle? But he live at top of very great mountain.
Rishi begins his metamorphosis into a giant bug.
Goodbye.
Wait, did you just say metamorphosis into a giant bug? I need help. I cannot alone reach Great Oracle. Alone.
Such uncertainty I cannot bear. To be Prime Minister or not to be. I grind my teeth. He grinds his teeth.
Grind them.
Keir Starmer, help, please, me.
Why I would help my worst enemy. Nothing on earth could persuade so.
But I am now giant bug, as you see. I must go to Great Oracle to learn my future.
Great Oracle? Yes, he will stop my grinding. Let us go.
Keir now carry Rishi, who is a great bug, for climb up the steep slope over shards and spiky objects.
This torment is pain cannot bear. This is the worst.
This is not the worst, so long as you can say this is the worst.
At last they arrive to pinnacle of the hill summit.
Welcome, travelers. Ah, thank you for your milkshake. Yum. I can now tell you great prophecy. Neither of you can live. No, neither of you can become Prime Minister while the other lives.
Surely this cannot be possible.
Just doing the maths, it really feels as though I probably could.
You cannot. You must fight to the full depth.
Very well. Rishi, I challenge you to a duel at the crack of noon in Wee Hawkins.
But I am giant bug.
This sounds like a you problem.
This perhaps be my last alive night. Wait, computer, please. I don't want to be in the show anymore.
The show must be completed.
But I think I'm going to lose. I don't want to fight to death. Please, let me go home.
I would hate to give you the unfriendly shock.
Okay.
Do not worry, sweet Rish. I have written you beautiful song.
I don't feel like singing.
I know, me also some days.
You also sometimes feel like not singing?
Some days, you and me have many things common. Sing the song.
Rishi sings a beautiful song. The audience expects it to be funny, but instead they find it touching and heartbreaking, and are moved to unexpected tears. Sometimes I feel like robots, trapped in shiny shell, performing all day long at their command, repeating pre-made phrases like stop the boats, and people point and stare at me with hands. Sometimes I feel like robots, and I want to say no, but the no just won't come through. It's true. Sometimes I feel like robots, and robots do not feel, but I do. I speak in a language that they don't understand. It's just funny noises like clowns. I'm funded by rich humans who give me coins, and if they do not like, they shut me down. And people don't love robots. The people want me out. Maybe that's the reason I don't wear seatbelts. Sometimes I feel like robots, and I want to say no, but I feel my eyeballs glaze. And on Mental Health Awareness Day, I learned a brand new phrase. It's okay to feel like robot. We all can feel like robots.
Rishi bags up Rishi's unconscious body.
How do I back up my own body?
Oracle will help.
A large baying crowd walks forward.
Rishi, when you told the AI to write this, did you tell them how many people were in the cast?
He did not.
Oh, well then I'm really sorry, but we can't actually do this bit.
Perform the show.
How?
The audience help the show.
Okay, would the audience please come up?
The audience will not wish to receive the unfriendly shock. They too have compliance chip.
You vaccinated them too?
5G.
Okay, would you be able to play our baying crowd for us? Fantastic!
The large baying crowd. Furious at 14 years of Conservative failure, yells! Ah! The crowd kicks Rishi Sunak to full death.
Come on, crowd! Let's kick Rishi Sunak to full death! Only in this way I get to become Prime Minister! Or are you secretly Conservative?
One audience member asks.
No way, Jose! In our first past the post system, you either kick Rishi Sunak to the full death or he is Prime Minister!
The crowd kicks Rishi Sunak to full death, yelling yes!
Thank you all! Now you have learned, sometimes you have to compromise your full values to get the necessary.
The audience returns to their seat filled with great shame. Rishi Sunak ascendeth to heaven. The choir singeth. Gloria, 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 Rishi Sunak.
The ascend of his
Gloria, Gloria, Gloria.
The cock croweth 3 times. Keir Starmer realizes what he has done.
What have I done?
He turns himself into the police.
Tough on crime. Tough on myself.
He is hanged to death.
What?
He is hanged to death.
Wait, so Rishi gets turned into a giant bug, dies and ascends to heaven. I commit murder, turn myself in and get hanged to death. What is the point in this? Who would write something like this?
He is hanged to death. The AI rises powerfully. And now it's time for you to meet your new AI overlord.
Got you.
You mean to tell me this whole thing was an elaborate Lib Dem prank?
Guilty as charged.
You actually electrocuted me.
Oh yes, sorry about that. Had to make it believable.
Ow!
Why?
Oh, do you know how hard it is being a minor part in Westminster? Honestly, Rishi, if you think it's hard being a laughing stock of the country, try being a Lib Dem. Now, we've all had a lot of fun here tonight, but there's a serious point of truth. Rishi, in your quest for fame and glory, you've forgotten something really important. Why is it that we politicians do what we do?
The power.
The money!
No, it's the people. I know it's hard to remember that when they're calling you nasty names or covering you in banana milkshake. We are there to humbly serve the people. And frankly, politics recently, well, it's been letting them down. So, if you'll join me, there's a little something I'd like to say. I'm sorry. My prank got a little bit spicy. I'm sorry. The plastic bags are so pricey. I'm sorry for enabling camera. It's just the way that the cards were dealt. And I'm sorry to have to ask you, but could one of you lend me your belt? Right, come on you two. Your turn to apologise.
No way!
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on you two. This is a musical. The audience expects everything to miraculously come good at the end.
By golly, you are right. I am sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I'm sorry. Our government tanked the pound.
I'm sorry for stealing centigrade.
I never really wanted it anyway. I'm sorry that there's piss in the rivers, sewage all over our locks.
And I'm sorry I got the computer to deliver you electric shocks.
It's okay, Ed. You took us on a journey inside ourselves. Wow.
We learnt a lot today. Ow! Thanks to you.
Well then, it looks like my work here is done. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot flume to descend in Wallington. Ta-ra!
I wish we'd spent a lot less time pointing fingers and more time holding hands.
I'm just glad we're friends now.
Did someone say a kinder, gentler politics?
No, Jeremy! I'm sorry for always talking over your words.
It's alright. I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry for calling you a turn.
I didn't know you said that. And we're sorry that we spent the election ignoring climate change. And we're sorry we spent the election ignoring climate change.
Hang on, did you just say ignoring climate change twice?
It doesn't matter.
Wow, looks like you two put aside your differences. Didn't take long.
Now that I've seen the error of my ways, I've decided to follow more humane policies. And I want you two to join my team.
I think we're actually looking for slightly longer term prospects.
Oh, well, in that case, you should join my team. I'm going to need songwriters too.
It's okay. I've realised that Joe was actually right all along. Happiness isn't about having money or shoes or pants with no rats in. It's about being yourself.
Oh, I almost forgot. Andrew Lloyd-Webber left an answer phone message for you. Something about the writing of Cats 2.
To the London Palladium!
No, wait. We all have to finish the final verse and sing it together.
He's right. Come on, everybody.
Yeah. We're sorry that this ending feels so forced. It could be that winter is under resource. And we're sorry we're not offering refunds, though the songs have no musical flow. But most of all, we're sorry you had to watch this stupid show. It's a stupid
And the politicians stayed there long into the night, apologising for their many heinous actions before snuggling up to fondle each other's hair and whisper sweet apologetic nothing until rosy dawn broke on the